What's up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, my name is Michelle and we are watching Succession episode 8. I just got done with episode 7 and I essentially wanted to see Kendall just Roman when he started talking about Sophie and Iris, and I feel like that's the one line that out of all the siblings, including the father, should not mess with. Like, Kendall being the only parent amongst them, draw that line. And I feel like that's probably why I'm so sensitive when it comes to Kendall and want him to do, I feel like I've always been a bit hypocritical in regards to the siblings. Like, they all do really messed up things along the way, and yet it's just Kendall who always I find myself gravitating towards. Could be an a combination of the actor. I believe his name is Jeremy Strong. That is just, there's just something so vulnerable to the what he brings to the character. There's a vulnerability there. However, I do think it's also the fact that he's a parent and there are repercussions for the children that he has. He's he's fully responsible to them, but you know, he has they co-parent him and Rava. But I'm like, yeah, I think that's what it is. I'm at that point where I question why I still root for Kendall, and then episodes like that happen and seeing him desperately search for the gift. But then it's just the duality. You hear from Rava that he's losing his temper with the kids, and it's like, shit, no, do not do that. Do not do that to your kids. You're following the path of how your father probably lost his temper with you. Like, you don't want to continue that. You don't. I feel like that's probably the most heartbreaking line that I have come across in this entire series thus far, was hearing that he's losing his temper with his kids. It's like you're seeing the cycle continue, and that you don't want that, because you've seen how it's affected all 4 of the children. Now, this whole Roman being incredibly misogynistic towards Shiv, I just, you want there to be a line. Like, I understand they take the piss out of each other. There's this constant obsession in regards to Roman and his capability or lack thereof in having sex. I feel like we did see Roman have sex before, maybe in episode 1 or 2, like early in the season. But there just seems to be a lot of sexual issues with Roman. There's like this hyper fixation in regards to his parents. Particularly, I remember commenting on it, like, the way they so casually talk about their father having sex is so weird to me. Like, it's like, okay, yes, your parents are grown adults, they have sex, but it's the way they speak about it. There's something crass to it, and it's constant with Roman's character. It's like you don't really see it with Connor, you don't really see it with Kendall. They do talk about it, but it's recurring with Shiv. I mean, not Shiv, with Roman. And it's like, what's really going on there with Roman's sexual fixation in regards to his parents, their genitalia, their sex lives? It's constant. And then his seemingly lack of ability to have sex as well is also something that's repeatedly popped up. It's a curious thing, but in regard, and Shiv has, like, in the episode, I want to say 2 or 1 of season 3, when they were in Sophie's room, she does make like a joke at Roman that clearly affected him. And I do think Shiv does take low blows at Roman more than Kendall does. I feel like she's the sibling that does. I honestly feel like Kendall and Shiv are probably the most antagonistic towards each other. Not Kendall, Shiv, oh my god. Roman, why do I keep mixing up the kids' names in this intro? Sorry for that. But I do feel like Shiv and Roman are probably the most antagonistic, to me at least. Maybe Kendall and Roman, no, I just feel like it's Kendall gets it from all his siblings, barring Connor, but I just feel like Shiv and Roman, there can be something very mean-spirited to the way they go at each other, and they do go after sensitive places. And it's like when they know they have the other one in a very sensitive spot, they go in for the kill. It's very interesting. I don't get that. Maybe I'm off on that. Do you all see that? Like, is it just me that feels like they're when they go at each other, it seems like they affect each other more often than not. Like when they're arguing with other siblings, like, yes, Shiv wrote that letter towards Kendall, but I mean, other than that, has Shiv ever really done anything to Kendall that's affected him that way other than that? And then same thing with Kendall with the song, that very awful song when she was on stage. But beyond that, I can't really think of them going at each other as frequently or as deeply as we see Roman and Shiv go at each other. I don't know, out of all the siblings, I feel they are the most antagonistic towards each other. They don't go for the like the surface level stuff. They do tend to go for the sensitive spaces, in my opinion. That's the feel I get from them when they go at each other, when they clash. So I do wonder what's at the heart of that. Like, why did they go at each other more so than the other siblings? And when they do go at each other, why is it always these low blows? Nah, let's just get into this episode. So grab a drink, grab a snack, whatever it is you like to do when you watch your favorite reactions. Just get comfortable and let's get to.
Could Logan just get 5?
How's your dad?
Oh, pretty good. He hopes to make it in person to the next one.
You're here. And that's nice.
Great, we're all over the moon. What is this?
Yeah, so we are...
I really do like Stew's character.
This is a transformative deal.
Yeah, but just obviously, we were supposed to be inside deal making.
Well, you know, we're moving very fast and it's all very sensitive.
How will you feel if Mattson starts microdosing and tweeting about angels again?
Mattson's a visionary.
Sure, because he's tripping balls.
He seems weird. Off weird.
Stewie loves it. Roman led, no Carl, no Frank. Sandy, what's your take? Are you in the car?
No, I'm gonna call in. I'm feeling the way I was feeling still, so.
Oh, left out, cut out. Not feeling important whatsoever.
Hey, I know you. Didn't you used to be Siobhan Roy?
Sounded dumb at the board meeting.
At least I showed up. What were you doing? Brunching with some other sock puppet girl boss president? So, I've asked Mum if we can talk to her, and I think we should do it together. Ask her if she should be doing this. You know, it's like 5 months since Rory was supposed to move in.
Whatever.
Or we can at least...
Man, if I were Shiv, I told Roman, go take a fucking hike. Get away from me. I'd hold a grudge. Get the hell away from me. Why is he talking to her? Yeah, if I were Shiv, I'd have the worst attitude.
Probably in sexual...
Get the hell away from me.
Alright, fine. Let him kill her for her emeralds and screw us out of the firm. See if I care.
Hey, Rome, about the deal. I was talking to Carl and Frank.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry, after everything he said to her last episode, get the hell away from me. Oh my god, what? Is this an actor choice? You know how sometimes actors make a choice and then the characters kind of embody the choice of the hair? I am confusion as to why he shaved his head.
Everything okay, Con?
Yep. Yeah. Just,
Is he not polling well?
Asking regarding his piece, your full name and like your employment history and whatnot.
You think he's digging?
Might be friendly, but you know, probably not. What do you think?
Yeah, it's probably friendly. Because journalists are so friendly in my experience.
EXDXXX.
Lori, we're gonna walk down. Can you catch up?
Yeah.
I need you to stop sending me the items.
The dick pics?
What?
Serious, Roman?
I'm not so sure. I feel like you do want them, but you're being kind of typically minxy.
But you need to find some other outlet, Roman.
In my head. Don't open Pandora's box. There's just more dicks in there.
Roman. You're probably getting tossed out a window.
What else do we got? Any requests? Any offers?
Not really. There's a sit down with like a podcast.
Is that his kids walking behind him? If you don't stop talking, we're gonna have a conversation with your children. Boy.
The tabloid suicides. There's like a kid who was bullied, and was it an accident or did he kill himself? He was the caterer at your sister's wedding, I guess. Do you know about this?
Uh-oh.
So there's spraying requests around the whole family.
Well, that's never gonna go away.
Maybe the two-party system isn't as rotten as it looks.
No, it low-key is, though. Oh.
Will you make me the most happiest
He's not proposing marriage.
/ most bulletproof candidate in the world?
No, not at someone else's.
Okay?
No.
No.
This is so. Y'all are. You can't propose at someone else. That is
People are looking, Willa.
Oh no! Red flag! Red flag!
Yes. Can I have a little think?
Yes.
I'm smiling now. Like you said yes.
Oh, Connor. Wow, Connor. Wow, that is nasty work. That is nasty work, Connor.
Okay. As long as he doesn't come here. No. Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Hey, Dad.
Ken, he doesn't want to see you. He doesn't want to talk.
Yeah, well, this is all total horseshit. I want to see you, Dad. I want to see you for dinner, and let's just nail this. Okay? 8.
We'll get back to him.
We'll get back to you.
Y'all are pathetic.
Should I go?
I don't know, maybe wear a stab vest. I mean, it'd be okay. Maybe you should go. Get him out of the firm.
Yeah, it remains startling. There's no solidarity between these kids. And I guess it's just the environment their father cultivated for them. I feel like they view each other more as competitors than siblings. And yes, they do have the occasional, this is my sibling, I will not harm you. But it's just not often enough. It's like, they exist in such a competitive world. You would hope that Logan would have done something to de-escalate that between the relationships that they have with each other, but not at all.
Should we just enjoy a fag? Not do any sniping for a bit? Or have you come to get some attention?
Me? Attention from you? Oh, no.
Yeah, I might have been a bit of a spotty mother, but you've been a shitty daughter.
Well, if...
Gave him custody so you could keep your shares and I could protect your interests. You chose. I'll have the carbonara and daddy, please.
I didn't choose anything.
How old were they?
I was 10, Mom. I was a fucking kid.
Okay. Oh my God. She was 10? 13? Who cares? Oh, I hate parents who do that. 13?
Truth is, I probably should never have had children. You've made the right decision. Some people just aren't made to be mothers. I should have had dogs.
You know, there's certain things you
could have had dogs.
No, not with your father. He never saw anything he loved that he didn't want to kick it just to see if it would still come back.
Oh, Lord.
So, I just wanted to talk to you, I suppose.
Look, I don't want to get into it all right now, because if it's bullshit, I'll just leave. Can we be civil and not pull our guts out all over the table?
No, you need to pull your guts out all over the table. Cry, get emotional, feel, love. That's in the impossible.
Where are the kids?
They're inside.
Iverson! Hey, kiddo.
You're not going to hit him, are you?
How you doing? Try this.
Oh my God.
It's okay.
Off you go. Go on. Carrie's got something for you in there, I think.
Good night, buddy.
No.
I hate this man! So he thought it was...
Who do you think I am? You think I want you dead?
And if he did, you were gonna kill his kid? Oh, what?
I want out. I think I thought I was a knight on horseback, but yeah, that isn't.
Life's not knights on horseback. It's a number on a piece of paper.
I don't really know where my life goes from here.
Focus on being a father, please.
So here it is. I want to get a premium payout from the holding. 2 bill. I keep for Cret, Jess, and I'm gone. I'm a ghost.
And stay away from the family.
I need to think about it.
What is there to think about? Let the boy go.
You offered at my birthday. So
that was for fun.
Dad.
For fun. Jesus Christ. Let him.
Keep you rattling around.
I can't. I tried, but I thought that I could change things. But I'm not as...
He's not okay. Let him get the help he needs. Let him walk away.
I hate to say this because I love you, but you're kind of evil. You've monetized all the American resentments of class and race. Turned black bile into silver dollars.
Oh, you just noticed, did you?
No, please, Kendall, stop. I don't want Kendall to get into this. Just walk away.
I'm a good guy.
Yeah, I don't like when you say things like that. No, don't pursue that. Just...
How long was that kid alive before he started sucking in water? A couple of minutes? 3, 4, 5?
He went back
Long
under.
time. 2 minutes.
Didn't Kendall go under to try to find him?
I did my best.
Your best was shit.
And whenever you up, I cleaned up your shit.
There's a difference
and
between...
I'm a bad person?
He's so manipulative.
Off, kiddo. Good night.
There's a difference between cleaning up your kid's shit and disciplining them. No, Logan. No, that's not the same thing. You failed as a father. I'm sorry. Don't make it as to what they are as an adult. How were you with them when they were kids?
Awful. You?
Yeah.
Let's have a baby.
Excuse me? No.
I'm gonna fucking fight, Tom. You don't just get given the top job or ATN. I'm gonna have to fight for it. I'm gonna fight Jerry and Roman and Ken, but I can. Because we can't let the dirty little pixie become king.
No.
Yeah, blow up Roman, and I'm the only candidate left in the field. What do you want to do to me?
You're so fucking hot. You're so
Just tell him.
No kids.
Say anything to me. Go on.
Wherever this goes, no kids.
You're not good enough for me.
Oh, well, let's see about that.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
way out of your fucking league.
The funny thing is, any man with self-respect wouldn't be with you. So if a man is good enough for you, he would have self-respect and he'd probably walk away from you a long time ago. You're with him because he has none.
Even though I don't love you. But you want me anyway.
And she just said she wants to have kids like 2 minutes ago? Oh God, please don't get pregnant. Jesus, no. No. Oh Lord. Oh God, is that gonna be a plot? And going, oh my God, if she gets pregnant going into season 4, all these poor kids, stop the Roys need to stop procreating right now. Stop it. Stop it. Oh God. Stop it.
You okay?
That was pretty spicy pillow talk last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pillow talk, all right. That's
More like love beads, or, I'd be a sexy fireman, and it was kind of got into the realms of that you don't love me. Sometimes I think, should I maybe listen to the things you say directly in my face when we're at our most intimate?
Oh my God, you can't ask someone to say terrible things and then get all... That's a bit manipulative.
the gaslighting on this one right here. The ultimate gaslighter. Her and Logan.
Baby?
Yes.
No!
Yeah, I think so.
You think?
One way or another.
No.
Yeah, we should freeze at least.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Please spare this child of having you to his parents.
You know, Tom, I do. I may not love you, but I do love you. You know.
I know. I do know. I do know.
God.
Baby popsicles.
Baby popsicles.
Uh-huh.
Y'all are so dysfunctional. Can y'all not have kids? Y'all are, instead of having these discussions about kids, how about you have a discussion with a therapist? How about you do that? How about you do that? Huh?
Dad, he thinks there's value that hasn't been priced in yet. Matsson's gunning for a merger of equals. He's got 12 of the prime Asian sports leagues signed up for Gojo, and he's gonna fold it all into the platform. Live sport.
Drag his price up and then he's equal.
But the guy isn't a fuckhead.
No,
he's
the
willing?
tweeting was a move.
He's not some big baby who shits for clicks. Because I can win any bout with a boxer, but I don't know how to knock out a clown.
I think he'd let us craft it so that we keep balance of the board. I think he just wants the freedom and the status.
I feel like this is like a trap because he was asking in last episode how long until he dies? A year or 5 years? So he can win a boxing match, but maybe he's just gonna wait it out. And then when the kids are his opponent, he'll knock them out.
Just sit wherever you're comfortable.
Oh, he sent it to his dad. Watch him fire Jerry for that shit. Oh my god, she said stop.
Yeah, he meant to send it to Jerry. It's weird about Jerry.
Oh my god.
And frankly, I think it's disgusting.
She's gonna use this.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, Jerry.
She was just talking about going after.
Not stopping it for leverage. Banking it on it.
Oh my god, I hate y'all, not Jerry!
Roman!
Jesus.
Oh my god. Did he tell Jerry? Please tell me you let Jerry know.
What interests you in Jerry, exactly?
Jesus, Dad, I'm screwing around.
She's 1,000,000 years old. It's fucking disgusting. You're a laughing stock. I'll go on.
You know, isn't he 1,000,000 years old screwing with a 30-year-old woman or 20-year-old, whatever?
So was this or something like this happened before?
I can't recall.
Well, sure. I mean, it's not as if you were welcoming these. So do you want to make a formal complaint against him regarding this? Because if you don't, it could be argued that you welcomed these photos. It's just, that's my concern for you here.
Concern my ass.
Take this all the way up to the board.
I'll think it over, okay? So I'll see you back inside.
Mm-hmm. Let me know.
Like, ooh, girl, don't touch me. Oh, Jerry. I'm killing Roman once I get my hands on him. What's with the beer? I hope you're not drunk. Oh, this is disappointing. Oh my god, he looks out of it in front of his kids. What if one of them drowned, huh?
Hey, Dad. I think I'm gonna head inside with Soph.
Okay, buddy.
Oh my goodness. You know, at this point, Rava, just take the kids. They don't need to be around this. No child needs to see their parent like this. No. Mm-mm. I don't like that they were sitting there while their dad's like drunk and probably on some kind of drug. You're not about to drown, are you, buddy? Buddy. And here I was concerned about the kids. Now this fool might be going under. Hello? Why am I seeing air bubbles? Sir, lift your head. This family are a bunch of cluster. Ah! I want these kids. Initially, I hate the fact that the kids were just sitting there watching Kendall like that. Like, these kids are 1000% old enough to realize there's something off with their dad. And that stays with kids. This is such an for now, you know, I want Rob, I need the kids to be away from their father for now. And I understand that might make Kendall probably spiral more, but at the end of the day, the kids need to be put first. I need Rava to put like distance between Kendall and the kids because no child needs to see their parents like that. No child needs to see that. Absolutely not. No, this episode was just... You got Kendall ending the episode drunk and probably strung out in the pool, his kids watching that. Him just laying there damn near lifeless. Then you got Roman sending unsolicited dick pics to Jerry, even though she said stop, and has expressed on multiple occasions for him to stop. I think this is probably her 4th time saying stop. I think last episode she's made it very clear for him to stop, like 4th or 5th. She's made multiple requests for him to stop, and he does not respect her boundaries. He just pushes and pushes. And if Jerry gets fired because of Roman. And also, this whole Matsson thing, last episode at Kendall's birthday party, he asked, how long do you think your dad has left to live? Now, this whole equal merger thing, I wouldn't be so, like, one, I'm kind of shocked Logan is agreeing to it, but he's agreeing to it because he thinks he can win any boxing match. Like, he's like, I can unless the man's not a clown. And I don't think he's a clown. I think he's just, maybe he was right. He's just Swedish. Maybe that really just is, maybe he's just Swedish. But yeah, I don't view him to be a clown. I think he's long gaming this. And I do believe he has sized up Roman. He hasn't really gone toe to toe with Shiv or Kendall, but I don't even think he views them as factors. Granted, he hasn't, but I don't think he views Kendall to be a factor. I don't think he really views Roman, and Shiv's a woman, so he probably writes her off as well. I think he doesn't view any of Logan's kids to be someone he needs to be concerned about. He just, honestly, I feel like he just seemed concerned with how, the most concern I've seen him show really is how long until your dad bites the bullet. Now, I feel like once Logan's alive, yes, he'll be able to maintain control, but I feel like we had foreshadowing last episode on Kendall's birthday of his father's impending death. I feel like that guy asking 1 year or 5 years, maybe there'll be a time jump. Maybe we'll see Shiv as a parent. Like, maybe there might be a time jump here, and we're gonna get Logan's death, and we're gonna see him take Waystar. I feel like that might be the ending. They lose Waystar to this man. I feel like Logan is operating pretty arrogantly that he will not die, while Matsson's just viewing like he's an old guy. We've had multiple health scares over the past couple of years with him. He's on his way out, and I could just weigh this out, and his kids aren't viable opponents to him. I feel like he's long. It's not that I don't trust Matsson. I don't feel like it's necessarily a bad thing that he's doing. He was pretty upfront with Kendall. Like, how long? I mean, Roman. He's pretty upfront with Roman when he said that. So I don't think it's necessarily masquerading his intentions fully, but he's just not being upfront with all of it. But I mean, I guess it all comes down to who gets chosen as CEO once Logan's out of the picture and dead as a doornail. I will say, it seems to me like Logan is more I get the whole humiliation factor of Roman sending dick pics, but it feels a bit hypocritical. Like, you're bringing up Jerry's age, and it's like, what about your age and you messing around with Carrie? Like, sir, I feel like he's more focused on the humiliation factor, and I so hope they do not go after Jerry. And then you have Shiv targeting Jerry, trying to use her and this entire situation to get rid of Roman. And the whole parent thing, her and Tom, I don't want her to be a mother. I don't see her being a good mom. I feel like she just repeat the mistakes of her mother, and then 30 years down the line, like, I should have never had kids. Looking at her child, I should never had kids. Yeah, go ahead. Like, I will never understand people who believe that they clearly have hangups with their own parents, and they don't work to relieve any of the issues that they might have with their family before they start thinking about having a family of their own. Like, I feel like we're further along in society for these thoughts to cross human beings' minds. Maybe let's make some concerned effort to get right with ourselves. But I mean, maybe Shiv doesn't think there's anything wrong with her. I mean, she's such a little gaslighter. I feel like all of the kids inherit different aspects of their parents. I feel like Kendall has Logan's aggression and his I would say his I haven't really seen Kendall get violent, but we have seen Logan. But I do think he definitely is hinted to have his father's anger issues. I think that was hinted since episode 1, something that he was clearly trying to get a handle with the way, like, when he breaks the Q-tip and he wrecks the bathroom. He's clearly dealing with violence, but trying to express it in a far more controlled manner. So I do think he's inherited his father's anger. I think Shiv definitely has her daddy's gaslighting and manipulative ways. Roman, I think, takes his I mean, I wouldn't say his misogyny. Kendall definitely has that too. Interestingly enough, I think Kendall hasn't necessarily inherited his worst traits. Strangely enough, I think Logan's way of navigating a conversation, Kendall seems to inherit the most out of the kids. I feel like he's definitely great at holding a conversation in a way that Logan has been shown, in a way that Shiv has the capability to, but sometimes she might shoot herself in the foot, or because she's a woman, the person she's conversing with doesn't take her seriously. So it's a combination of those two things. Kendall absolutely does not have the same conversation skills that his father and Roman has demonstrated. Connor, I mean, I don't think we've really seen him in those situations as much as the other three. But I definitely think, strangely enough, it's not that Roman has inherited any bad traits of his father. It's just Logan's maltreatment of him has left him with so many issues, particularly sexually. There's just something going on there with Roman and sex. I don't think I don't know what it is. There were hints that they had the guy, I forgot his name, Mo Lester, was around them when they were kids, and I always wondered whether or not someone touched Roman. That was a concern of mine earlier, but we haven't had any hints towards that since that whole Mo Lester reveal. But I'm trying to figure out, because I don't think he really, at least from, maybe you all can like pinpoint what he really inherited from his dad, but as it stands, I don't think Roman's really inherited any of his father's worst traits. He just developed all of these malbehaviors as a response to the abuse he suffered. If you get what I'm saying, like, I feel like he actually picked up a really good trait in terms of being able to hold a dialogue and get people to his viewpoint, or be able to negotiate something. His negotiating skills, I feel like, and his conversation skills is definitely is a strong point. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, to be able to like hold a conversation and get someone to see your viewpoint through just reasoning. Whether you're being manipulative or not, it's still a conversational skill that I think is important to have. And I feel like Logan 1000% has it, and I think Roman definitely takes after his father in that regard, and be able to cultivate personal relationships, whether it be, well, no, I'd say business strictly, personal like business relationships, because I was gonna say personal relationship, I'm like, no, let me not tip my hat off to Roman in that regard whatsoever. But in terms of business negotiations, he's very good at. So I can't really think, because I would say, oh, his like misogynistic tendencies, but Kendall definitely has that, and I feel like that's just them. Go Connor too. All three of the boys definitely, and they definitely take it too far with Shiv. Connor's done it. Kendall's definitely done it. Roman definitely does it. Like, they've all been very sexist towards Shiv, and I feel like they got that green light from their father. But in terms of character traits, Shiv definitely got the gaslighting, manipulative side. Kendall, to me, definitely got the anger. Connor, not too sure. I have to focus in a bit more with Connor, but maybe Logan's charm. Though I don't find him charming, but I can definitely see how other characters within the narrative can find him charming. I'd say Connor probably inherited the charm aspect. So did Roman to a certain extent, but they're like, they have little aspects of their father sprinkled throughout them, and it's not the sum total of their personalities. They 1000% have their own personality outside of the character traits that they've inherited from their dad, or just picked up rather than inherit, but like, you know, through proximity. But in terms of Logan dying and then being able for them to heal, I just don't see it. And then you have, I believe their mother's name is Caroline, in that conversation you had with Shiv. I hate, like, yes, kids can say some hurtful shit. Like, my sister, one of my sisters adopted a child, and years ago she adopted him, and she was quite honest with, I mean, when he was old enough to understand adoption, she went ahead and she was very upfront with him. And when he was younger, when he wanted to hurt his mom, he'd say, "You're not even my real mom." And yeah, kids can be dicks. Yeah, they have asshole-ish tendencies. That's part of them growing up. You discipline them and you learn. That's part of being a parent. And I see both. I see Caroline and Logan passing the buck off to their kids for like, oh, I gave you everything when I did this. I definitely got that feel with Logan in his conversation, like, I cleaned your shit up aspect. Like, that was as an adult. He is the way he is because you raised him when he was how you raised him as a child. Like, I take like, for instance, like in the last reaction, I was talking about how my mom, you know, she said, listen, you're gonna learn the highway or no way. Like, you're gonna learn this lesson no matter what the consequences were. Because when my sister and I squared up, she said in the middle of the night, she's like, listen, I got work tomorrow. I've dealt with you two in your fisticuffs going at each other. Let the cops handle this, and let's see how you two like you wanna be violent? Let's see how that works. Yeah, when my mom called the cops, we sobered up real quick, and we have laid hands on each other since. Yeah, she's scared straight. Yeah. My mom said, I'm gonna let someone outside of the family scare your ass straight. Luckily, he sat us down that night and spoke to us and said, you two are sisters. You shouldn't be putting hands on each other. Yes, you get angry, but let's figure out a different way to move through that anger. Thank God he didn't cuff us or like put us in the back seat for, like, you know, scared straight measures. But yeah, like, my mom, I don't think my mom took no pleasure in doing that, but like, it comes a point in time where your parent can only do so much, and sometimes you gotta scare your child. Like, I will forever be grateful to the mother I had, because God knows she was hard, but shit, I damn well know I was better for it. So when I see parents like Logan say, I cleaned your shit up, like, no, you did not. You made him a worse person. Let your kids, sometimes you have to have the stones to let your child hang. And that was a lesson my mom had to learn with us, and we are better for it. Sometimes you gotta have the stones to let your child hang and learn their goddamn lesson, because it is because you are their parent. They will take advantage of that and not learn. And so when hearing Logan say, I clean up after your shit, it's like, did you really? Did you intervene in certain things because, oh, we're Roys and this gets handled inside the family, and the humiliation aspect and the embarrassment aspect, and I don't want anyone embarrassing the family and things like that? Sometimes you gotta let someone outside the family handle it, because if your children, if you've nailed down a lesson time and time, because sometimes, listen, I don't fault parents. Sometimes kids are little shits. Sometimes you got a hard-headed little motherfucker, and you gotta look outside the family, because at the end of the day, that is your child. So hearing Caroline, and when Shiv said I was 10, and then she's like, you were 13. Like, that's like, are you kidding me? She's like, you were my onion. Ma'am, that is not an onion. I get the metaphor, but that's your child. And then looking at your child, who's clearly has a tortured relationship with you, and you know she does, and then you go and say you wish you never had kids. Like, I get the power of honesty, but man, oh man, is their mother selfish. The way she blew Kendall off always stuck with me, and this conversation she had. I feel like part of being a parent is being selfless, and sometimes you gotta know when to say certain things and when not to say certain things. And I don't think that was the time, unless Shiv is in a better place and she says like, okay, here's how you do it. When you know your child is in a better place and they're not vulnerable the way maybe she's just so damn inept at reading emotions that she couldn't tell that Shiv was off, but she knew Shiv didn't want to spend time with her. She definitely clocked that, and she forced her daughter to spend time with her, and then went on to say, I wish I never had kids. And it's like, does that not register how that might make her feel? Or do you just not care? You're that selfish that you like, oh man, I just had to get this out for me. How that might make Shiv feel. And then Shiv seems to have that personality trait of her mother as well. It's like, fuck how Tom might feel. I'm gonna say whatever the hell I want, and then I'm gonna gaslight the hell out of him when it hurts. Like, are you... honey. I hope... I get a feeling that because of all the kid talk, Shiv might be pregnant. I feel like she probably did get pregnant, because this isn't the first time kids have been brought up between them. And I hate that. I don't want Shiv to be a mother. I said it during the reaction that there's a part of me that feels like individually Tom might have hope for being an okay dad if he, depending on who the mother is. And I say might. But Shiv, whether she's a single mother or whoever the father of the child is, Tom or otherwise, has no business being a mom. Absolutely none. None of them really have business being parents. This isn't I hate when the thing is when shows involve kids. I feel like that's, like I said it last reaction, I said it this one. Part of why I root for Kendall, even though it might come off hypocritical in regards to like how, like I'm usually saying I'm always kind of low-key rooting against the family. I don't want to see them win. But I still root for Kendall because he's a dad. But now I'm at the point that last image of his kids, look, they see their father like that. I'm like, you know what? Take the kids. Rava's got to take the kids and put like a 50-foot wall between them and their dad until he gets his shit together. Because didn't she say in the first episode she found cocaine on Iverson, or was it so? What on one of the kids' iPad? There was cocaine on the iPad, and now this? He has no business being near the kids at this point. I hate that his kids are having to see their father like that. No child should have to, and it leaves a visceral reaction for me to see kids seeing their dad like that. And what if he drowned? I hate it. Y'all. I went into this wanting more for Kendall, but now at this point, Bravo gotta take these kids. Mama, take the kids. Mama, you gotta take the kid. Mama, Rava gotta take the kids. Mama, Rava gotta take the kids. Mama, Rava needed to take the kid. Rama. We also got a call back to the season 1 finale when the boy died. I don't recall the boy's name, but the way he went at Kendall and tried to make it seem like he was this bad guy, I do distinctly remember Kendall did go under. I have to rewatch that scene, but I vividly I'm not gonna say vividly remember when I say I have to rewatch the scene to confirm, but I think I'm 90% sure Kendall went back under to check. He didn't just swim away. I think he went under. Now we don't know what happened when he went under, but there was an attempt to try to like save the guy's life. Now we do learn that he survived and was able to unbuckle the belt, which is how they were able to sell it as he was the driver. There's no one else in there, because if he was buckled into the passenger seat, Kendall would have been screwed, or they would have had to come up with a patsy to take the fall. But he went under. I'm like 90% sure Kendall did try to save the guy's life, and he was high. He was looking for a fix, I should say. He was jonesing, which is another level of like that you may not be high, but that jonesing is just as dangerous in some affects. So I do wonder there was a call, there's been 2 calls to that, the article and then Logan bringing it up, so I feel like it's coming back around. So I'm keeping my eye on the Menkenson thing. I'm keeping my eye on Matsson. I feel like he's waiting for Logan to kick the bucket, and now this whole drowning thing has come back up. That hasn't gone anywhere. So I love this episode. I will say I kind of like watching it 1 episode at a time. I thought I could do the 3, but I feel like 3 episodes is a bit too much for this damn show. It was getting a lot. Watching it one by one is better, because this shows can be heavy sometimes. Shout out to Jerry. I hope you don't get fired. If you do, you better sue, girl. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the reaction, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and tell me what you thought of this episode down below, and subscribe, and I'll see you all for the finale next time. Bye everyone, and take care. And a special thanks to the patrons: Midgie, Maya, Jenny, Tawny, See-Through Battle Monsters, Terrence, Sarah, Tyler, Juan, Beto, Ash, Nicole, Freddie, Marcella, Gabrielle, Alicia, Kendall, Sushi Senpai, Cozy Cobra, Gazelle, Maddie, Kate, Victoria, Queen Lydia, Dexter, Chairshar Cat, That Weird Person, Shirley, Salty, Cammy, Andrew, Wanyo JK, Klaus, Cersei, Rosary, Kachan, Nino, Andrew, Christina, Donovan, Haley, Nicole, Lauren, Sayla, KND, Zeph, Nathan, Casey, Liam, Pierre, Montrev, Michael, Glitchy Glam, Dazzler, Lordy, Autumn, Castiel, Erica, Sophie, Ivy, Antonio, Morgan, Jordan, Zach, Marisa, Nandy, Jess, Tim, Alexander, Reen, Max, Ricky, Jake, Isabella, Amario, Jamie, Jesse, Joe, Mate, Jalil, Melissa, Teddy, Sebastian, Megan, Thick Dick Rick, Ann Van, Crystal, Claire, Alyssa, Melissa, Chansey, Soul, Botry, Jacob, Alexi, Rosa, Aslan, M1010, Cool Gal Nan, Andrew, Brat P, Emily, Bobo, Vashad, Lucas, Maria, Ashlyn, Alex, Ash, Mikey, Sharp Girl, Mads, Vivisha, Karen, Nicole, Noah, Ilyas, Snacks, Bree, Jackie, Kaylee, Marta, Shoehorn, Sammy, Alexander N, Erica, Ava, Julie vs. Jail, JD, 1349, Eliana, Jacob T, and Sarah. Thank you all so much.